naked. I'm naked. I'm naked and not ashamed.
Oh God.
I'm naked. Oh yeah. I'm naked. I'm naked and not ashamed.
Welcome to the Naked and Not Ashamed with your host, Lateka Carter.
And not ashamed.
Welcome back to Naked and Not Ashamed, special episode here with Teen Summit. Parents coming next. We have a guest panel over here, and the teens are surrounded by these beautiful young ladies and young men here. We have been having a blast, really talking deep and talking real stuff here. So thank you so much for tuning in. So Brian, you, of course, again, was saying something that we need to hear. Everybody needs to hear what you were saying.
I was hearing a young man talk about how sometimes it's more comfortable seeking counsel from your buddy, seeking counsel from your friend that's going through the same thing you are because you know they can relate. In Psalms 1, it's talking about blessed is he who does not seek counsel from the sinners. And it's saying basically don't seek advice from somebody that's not doing better than you. It's almost like blind leading the blind, you know. Seek advice from someone that's been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the hat. Don't seek advice from someone that's going through the same river as you at the same time because they can only help you a little bit. But someone who's been there and done that, like your parents or an adult that you respect as well, that's a better person to seek counsel from. Like, should poor people ask other poor people how to make money? Okay, which one a poor person teach another poor person? No. The poor person should ask the rich person how to make money. Right? The rich person has done it and they know how to do it. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like it's better. Like me, I'd rather talk to my grandparents because they're calm. They don't have like the hot temper anymore, and then they're like they can understand you, and it's wisdom in a calm sense when they talk to you.
That's good. It is because, see, what we're going to talk about in the next part, of course, with the parents is about their calmness and that stress that they feel because we want you to understand from a parent's perspective what, as a parent, we're looking at and what we're faced with, the pressures that we deal with, the reason why we do certain things, and sometimes we don't know why we do certain things. But now, with what he just said, how do you feel about that? Do you agree with that? Because I know that we just had someone to make a comment about that. So how do you feel?
I agree with him because nowadays teens go through a lot, and yeah, you could be in the same situation, but at the same time, it makes sense. Like if y'all have the same situation, why would you go to that person? I mean, I understand you want comfort, but it's a bad situation already. So,
because they're not out.
yeah.
And if they're not out, what can they tell you about how to stay in there? You just basically both tell them, just come on, we can make it. You're not going anywhere.
But
You know,
it might be like, mentally better at dealing with the situation instead of like physically.
Right.
Because different people have different ways of coping.
That's true. That is so true. Now, with what you just said, different ways of coping with it, what about the pressures that you all face in schools and home outside of that, dealing with sex and dating and drugs and homework and wanting to fit in? What are the pressures that you all really face or that you see teens out there facing, and what are you doing about it? Everybody don't answer?
Go ahead, young man.
Go ahead.
I mean, I can say the biggest pressure, like in high school, is drugs, because everybody doing it. It's like everybody like drugs, alcohol. It's like at parties, you can't go to a party without like no parents. It's just drugs everywhere. So I mean, like I'm not the type. I'm strong-minded, but I don't fall under peer pressure. Like that's why I'm saying like my parents was cool with what I used to do because they trust me. So it's
What
like
kind of drugs you typically would see at a party? If no parents around, it's probably different than what I think. So
Right.
what do you think?
weed, pills, alcohol.
Weed, pills, and alcohol.
That's the
Or
most
typical parties.
typical.
Does everybody agree with that?
I mean, I ain't seen you.
We took it too far, Rose.
That's kind of new. Like I just
Well, that's in this area, but they're prominent other places, I'm sure, because pill popping is very, the further up you go, the more you're faced with a lot of different types of drugs and everything.
Here we go again. Just T Entertainment proudly presents Prelude to Homecoming 2014. Featuring Grammy and Stella Award winner Jay Moss. Friday, October 17th at the Dynacon Event Center, 2100 East Windover Avenue, Greensboro, North Carolina. And back by popular demand, Christopher Lewis and the band leaders. Also performing the phenomenal neo-soul artist Avery Sunshine and the smooth sounds of gospel jazz artist Ray Ellis. Doors open at 6 and the party begins at 7. For more information to purchase your tickets, please visit our website, www.jesttee.com. That's www.jesttee.com. Or call 1-855-JEST-T. That number again is 1-855-537-7833. We'll see you there.
Hi, my name is Graylin Brown here at Challenge Florist and Coffee House, where we have many floral designs to fit your floral needs. We also provide coffees for many different countries, such as Tanzania, Ugandan, Walla Walla, and our very own House Blend. Come see us at 709 East Market Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. Family owned and operated. Thank you.
Are you someone who has faced adversity or who have overcame obstacles in your life? Do you have any experience that you have not shared and you want to share with people so that they can see what you have to offer as a person? Naked and Not Ashamed is here to provide support. We can help you feel comfortable in releasing. We want you to divorce your past so that you can marry your future. Reach out to us. Send us an inquiry with your name and a brief story to nakedandnotashamedshow@gmail.com, as well as our social media. We're here for you. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
So we already heard about the date rape drug and everything like that. So it's so much that the youth, that the teens have to deal with, but I want to still hear from someone else.
You don't have a strategy on how to deal with that at a party, but I want to hear that.
Well, let us hear about, what you all facing first, and then I want them to answer that.
Okay.
I don't party.
Well, it's not even about partying. It's like at school, you can't avoid the pressure. I mean, the pressure is going to come to you. It's up to us how we handle the pressure that we face. My question is, when it comes to dating, it comes to sex, it comes to the pressure in schools, even fitting in, what are you all dealing with that, and how do you handle it?
I got it. All right. And for teenagers, the peer pressure is they would try to find the positive in the negative. So they'd be like, man, you stressed, smoke this. Or you don't talk to a female, you haven't had sex yet, you need to have sex and all this. And then what you wearing is like, why you wearing that? Why you got that on? Because it's not in a trend. And I feel like that's a part of music. So they feel like if whatever they rapper doing, if they rapper doing, they got to do it. So it just depends on how you is coming, growing up mentally. If you're strong-minded, then you're just like, nah, that's not for me. If you people the people are just easily pressured and like, okay, man, let me just do this one time. Let me try this. One time could be your last time. Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You the type of person who's gonna deal with it and be the person you are, just forget what everybody's saying. Are you gonna stay isolated or you gonna join the circle? You're gonna be by yourself, let people come to you who God wants to have you in your life, be there in your life.
Do you think most teenagers fall victim to the pressure, or will most teenagers be able to escape? What do you agree?
They fall victim to the pressure.
Most teenagers will fall victim to the pressure.
In one form or another.
You guys agree?
No.
Oh, we want to hear the answer to this. Please tell us why.
I don't agree. I feel like you surround yourself with people that act like you. So if you are the type of person, or if you're easily influenced, you're going to fall victim to somebody. But if you're strong-minded and you know what you want, you know where you're going, and you know how to get there, then you're not going to do or drugs or have sex at early ages or beyond your time and things like that. I feel like you know where you should be and when you should be.
Now that's good. That is real good. We already understand you can talk to your mom. You have the open door policy. It's already evident that, Mom, you did an awesome job. Way to go. But we also have those out there that are falling victim to the pressures in life. And if it's not you, it's a friend. And if it's not your friend, it's a friend of a friend. You see it all the time. You see teenagers in school pregnant. You see teenagers being escorted out of schools because of something they have done, police picking them up. Or you have police patrolling the schools, in the schools. So it's obvious that pressure is there. So what have you all seen that you want to, this is your time to speak up and express.
Some teenagers, they look at their parents. So if their parents are doing good, 9 times out of 10, they's gonna follow their footsteps. But some parents are corrupted. So they look at their parents like, oh, my dad won money. He always in jail. He sold drugs. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Wow. Or they like, I don't know. I just feel like it's part of hip hop. Hip hop plant things in people's mind nowadays, like teenagers. That's okay to do this. It's okay to sell drugs, to rob, to dress like this, all this other stuff. So they see it, they just go, okay. And they weak-minded, and they fall into peer pressure, so that leads them into, why not just doing that? Why not? I can get money. Like, a lot of people rather sell drugs than get money. But little do they know, you gotta make money. Then you gotta spend money to make money. So it's like you're not making no profit. So why do that? When you can get a good paying job, and when you know you got income coming constantly.
And I love the word you use, Paula, trends. Because we live in a society
full of trends.
It's just the tyranny of all the trends that we are exposed to. So that mindset, in a lot of ways, people are trained to become consumers, to become victim to the music and the media that we are exposed to. And so in that place, I think that we as adults, we really need to do a better job right now of stopping this influence. We do have a right. When I was growing up, if there were a lot of negative images being portrayed on TV of African American people, my parents said no. Grown folks said no. And we're not saying no enough now. So we're doing you all a disservice, and we've got to do better.
We have to do better. Any one of you all have anything else to say?
Okay, what were we talking about?
The pressure. The pressure.
Well, he was talking about, how people are influenced by their parents, and it's bad in a way because they might follow. But how in the male teen type society, if they don't have a dad, that really affects them. And I've seen a whole bunch of boys. They just I'm not gonna be like my dad. I have a child. I'm gonna be there. And it just makes them have a different mindset. So sometimes it is positive if your parent is corrupted in a way and doesn't or hadn't did the right things to influence you to do better. But it just depends on the person.
Yeah, it does. It depends on the person. Anyone else have anything to say?
So that's on what she said. Is, when you see those negative influences or have those negative things that my father not being there, had my father been there, I may not have understood what it feels like to not have him there. So rather than taking it, dang, my dad not here, I kind of do what I want to, kind of live my own life. Now it's like you self-reflect and realize, okay, my father wasn't here, so I miss him not being able to talk to me about this, that, and the third. So when I become a father, it'll make me be a better father because I know personally what I would want from a father. So I think you always got to look at the perception of how to handle it. We can't always control the things that happen to us, but we can always control how we allow those things to affect us. And if we always look to find the good in everything and try to find what we can learn from it, rather than let those instances define who we are, then that's really how you can keep progressing forward through no matter what it is that you're going.
Sounds good. Well, we're on the topic of talking about the parents. That's a good time to wrap this up and tune in for the next episode, Parent Summit. Hope you enjoyed it. We have another singer already ready for you. Tanisha Fordham, take them away.
So we are so excited to be here. And it doesn't have to be a big number of people for the message to still apply. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you can do anything that you want to do in the world, anything, but you always got to act up towards the sky, towards heaven, towards God. Act up, all right? Here we go. A-C-T-U-P. Act up, A-C-T-U-P. Act up, A-C-T-U-P. Act up, A-C-T-U-P. Act up, 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 act up. That's right, A-C-T-U-P. Act up, A-C-T-U-P. Act up. Get up, get up, get out of your seat. Get up onto your feet. Come on, get with the geek. The world is changing. We can be the peak. You and me can be the change that we seek. Do you know what the world sees when they see me? Dark, light, tall, short. Maybe they see you freak. Fat, ugly, never good enough, and not real chic. But I don't care. I think excuses are weak. Just a silly reason for a person not to peak.
Just a silly reason for a person not to peak. Just a silly reason for a person not to peak.
That's right. It's just a silly reason for a person not to peak, but not me though. I'm going to touch the sky, get high, not like drugs, but using heaven as my guide. Created to fly. Don't act like you can't see my wings, and even if you can't see them, things aren't always what they seem.
A-C-T-U-P. Act up.
That's right.
A-C-T-U-P.
Act up, right?
A-C-T-U-P. Act up.
That's right. A-C-T-U-P.
Act up.
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 A-C-T-U-P.
Act up. A-C-T-U-P. Act up.
Let me tell you a story, try to give you some inspiration. I met the creator, he created this creation. He told me to open up my wings and fly up to the sun. He said the truth to set me free, and only for the truth to run. Run away from being similar to the ways of this world. Run for all the lost boys and girls. Run for freedom, someone fought for me. Run if it feels wrong, cause if it feels wrong, it must be. Run, 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 run. Run until I find myself a reflection of the one. Run, 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 run. Run until I find myself a reflection. I represent the Christ. He carried me on his back. Oh yeah, I love the Lord. You can believe that. I represent the Christ. He carried me on his back. Oh yeah, I love the Lord. You can believe that. Here we go.
A-C-T-U-P. Act up. A-C-T-U-P. Act up.
That's right.
A-C-T-U-P. Act up.
That's right. A-C-T-U-P.
Act up.
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 A-C-T-U-P.
Act up. A-C-T-U-P. Act up.
Stop walking around this little life, trying to live wrong, start trying to live right. I'm talking rhyming for a reason.
Rhyming for a reason.
Live your life like it's a season.
Live your life like it's a season.
Because each moment will pass.
Each moment will pass.
So make it better than the last.
Makes it better than the last.
From dust you came to dust you go.
Just to came to dust you go.
So let everybody know
Let everybody know
that we are living like it matters.
we're living like it matters.
Don't let your life be shattered.
Don't let your life be shattered.
If you hear it, shout it out. 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 Make each breath count, each second, each blink. Don't ask before you think. Don't be a prisoner of life.